You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where we have some news. And if you've been paying attention to DC lately, there's a lot of things coming up. Teen Titans and Titans. Coming up very shortly, we will have the Tom Taylor Titans book, right? And really, right now, the Nightwing book is pretty much the Titans book anyway, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll also be getting that Mark Waid, World's Finest Teen Titans book this summer. So when all of these things were coming out, when the Mark Waid deal was announced, there were a couple of people that asked me my opinion of, do you think people will get confused between this World's Finest Teen Titans and Titans and this? And I said, I don't think they will. You'll have the Titans that are a little older, and the Teen Titans, the World's Finest book, it's in that little bit of that pocket deal of the World's Finest Mark Waid doing it. I don't think anybody would get confused. But now we're going to get a series that may end up confusing some people. I think that DC is trying to confuse you into buying everything. It doesn't often work that way. Now, if you're a Teen Titans fan, I think that the concept of what I'm going to tell you will get you excited. It's kind of cool. It kind of, is a little callback to some classic stuff. But then I'll give you the creative teams, and you'll have to let me know if you think that those are on par with the idea of saying that the Titans are so hot that they get, all the play here. Because this is DC Teen Titans current origin stories revealed in an all-new series. DC is going to reveal the origins of the Titans Starfire, Raven, Donna Troy, and Beast Boy in a brand new series, Tales of Titans. Now, it says that the Tales of Titans is a 4-issue anthology miniseries launching in July 2023. And when we get the solicits coming up this week, and I will do a solicits deal, you'll end up seeing they're going to start putting some side things out there, because we're really going to have a ton, and I mean a ton, of the Night Terror stuff, with a lot of the main book shutting down. So I do think at one point they kind of got a little nervous. They got a little, cold feet. And we better put some more things out. You'll see a bunch of the things dropping in July and August, or at least starting then, so that people can still get some books if they're not involved with Night Terrors. But this will be launching July 2023, capturing the spirit of 1982's Tales of the New Teen Titans miniseries. Tales of the Titans will explore the backstories of several key Titans characters who are simultaneously starring in a new Dawn of DC series launching in May 2023. That's the Tom Taylor deal. Now, they're trying not to muck things up by also telling you, yeah, by the way, that Mark Waid deal, that's going to launch the same month too. Yeah, I think there might be a little confusion. Now, what I like about this, and this is just the start of the news, but what I do like about it, it does end up hearkening back to, they said, the 1982 Tales of the New Teen Titans miniseries. You also get covers that are very much like that, and also almost look like they're from the Who's Who deal. And I think that looks pretty cool and classic. And if you have listened to anything that I've said here, or things on like the Thinking Critical stuff that I do, we always bring up the idea that we love this back in the day deal, like a Peter David's doing over at Marvel. I hope that he gets better and he can continue doing that as well. But that's a cool deal. I think that that's this weird trend that nobody saw coming, that are really, really cool ideas. So this could have that feel, except they're just hearkening back because they're going to throw in new creators that maybe aren't as exciting as maybe some of the classic deal. I wish that this could have been done with a more classic creators type deal, but they're not. So I guess I can't really sit there and pine for that too much. But here we'll continue. DC teased the first issue of Tales of the Titans will put, quote, the spotlight on the alien princess and warrior Starfire. Her huge heart, huger hair, and fiery fist have made Starfire a fan-favorite member of the team. When a spaceship bearing Tamaranian markings crash lands on Earth, Starfire goes on a solo mission to uncover its origins. But what awaits her on the journey will bring her back to the earliest days of her youth, to memories of two sisters eternally at war. Oh my God, does that mean Blackfire? Damn well better. And perhaps the chance to keep history from repeating itself. So there it is. Now, okay, that sounds cool, right? They're singing our tune here so far. Then we get going. Tales of Titans #1 is written by Shannon Hale and Dean Hale. And I looked it up, more of a young adult deal, but I guess at this point, with some of the creators at DC, I'd rather have an unknown quantity than something that I know stinks. So I'll give this a shot. I'll keep my fingers crossed. It's illustrated by Javier Rodriguez that a lot of people like. So, all right, the issue releases on July 18th, 2023. All right, so here we go. We got a Starfire book. The next one is Raven. It says on August 15th, 2023, Tales of the Titans #2 comes out from Teenie Howard. And how many books can Teenie Howard ruin is what I'm asking, because I am not a huge fan. I'm waiting to become the fan at some time, but any book I read, I end up getting bored. And maybe this will be, I don't know, because this is just, why do it? I just don't know, but everybody can let me know what they think. And Eleonora Carlini, who I do like the art there, will end up doing Raven's backstory. While September 26, 2023's Tales of the Titans #3 will be a Donna Troy book by Steve Orlando and Kath Lobo. And Steve Orlando, a really nice guy. But boy, those issues of his. Now, I see people, at least reviewers, liking the Scarlet Witch book that he's doing right now. And I'm talking like the idea that it's like 10 out of 10s out the wazoo. Now, we all know what that means. We know that most of the reviewers nowadays are hacks. So you have to take it with not even a grain of salt. You got to take it with a mountain of salt. But I tried to read one issue. I couldn't get through it. I really couldn't. So there you go. So I'm worried about that. But maybe because he did a bunch of Wonder Woman, maybe this will be more of his wheelhouse. We'll have to see. And lastly, Beast Boy gets his time to shine. And October 24th, 2023's Tales of the Titans #4 by Andrew Constant and Branton Stein. Sounds like some like beer or something, or like a wine cooler, right? Branton Stein. They'd have some like really catchy catchphrase like Branton Stein. That's mine. And I'm not really an ad guy, so you have to forgive me. Andrew Constant, though, the thing that I always keep remembering is that Etrigan, just complete bullpucky deal that he did before the shutdown. That miniseries stunk, so I'm worried about that. And the thing is, I've been saying Andrew Constant's name more the last couple of weeks, and I'm wondering why he's become so hot, because if it's hot or not, he's not. And if it's who wore it best, it's obviously Andrew Constant, because I'm doing against me. I'm not a snappy dresser, so I can't say that it would be me. But yeah, you end up getting him on Beast Boy. We'll see what that's all about. I worry, though, because this is really pushing the fact, or really pushing the deal, that this will be going forward, these are going to be the origin stories. They kind of spell it out. This is going to be the retelling, the redo of a Dawn of DC origin stories. And this already feels like, with the creators involved, it feels like an afterthought. It really does. These are not, in my mind, the best people. Well, thank God Leah Williams is on. I mean, if that was the case, I might have just walked away. But we'll see. I mean, again, I always try to push the idea of the wait and see policy, but you still can get wary. You still, and really, the way I play it and the way I've always been, much to the chagrin of my wife, who will probably listening right now, I always go into things thinking the worst. I'm always cynical about it, so then I can be pleasantly surprised later. Or if it's bad, I can say, I told you so. You get win-win. Right? A win-win right there. So we'll see how it is. It's cool, though, if you're a Titans fan or a Teen Titans fan, that we're getting so much stuff coming up, because we've had a drought without a Teen Titans book. And even and everybody's going to like whatever they do, but I don't think that we've had a really great Teen Titans run in years upon years. And I would like to have one. I am not the biggest Teen Titans fan, but it's mainly because I started reading comics at the beginning of the New 52. So since then, it's been a down bit for the Teen Titans. And while I have read and enjoyed a lot of the past stuff, for me to get really, really hyped up and really become a super fan of a team or a character, I do need to have something currently coming out that I can get excited for each month and then talk about and reviewing. That's what gets me really into it. And while I have read and reviewed almost every issue of the Teen Titans stuff that's come out since the New 52, it's not been great. It's not been great. So this will be, coming up a golden age, it seems, for the Titans/Teen Titans fans. And I know there are a lot of them out there. But thanks, everybody, for listening. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, enable the notifications, and let me know what you think of the creative teams, all this stuff with the Titans/Teen Titans. If you think that we're going to get some good stuff, if you're worried, whatnot, just let me know what you think about life, love, and happiness. So everybody, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you all later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.